we're doing it. We're doing it, and we're doing it a little early. All right. So welcome to the Yabachaba'S show. Okay. Don't mind the mess. There's a lot going on in my life. All right. And if I had to tell you what was going on, I'd have to kill you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, just a bunch of crap. You know, life is the most unpredictable game. It's the most challenging game, rewarding game, happiest game, saddest game. At the end of the day, it's a game. And it is up to you on how you play it. If you want to play like a little sissy boy and be a little pussy and cry about it, then cry. Go ahead, cry, be miserable, and be lame. But if you're a fucking alpha male, straight up badass, you know, then you fucking take matters into your own hands and you grab life by the balls and you squeeze them. Alright? But anyways, enough of my fucking garbage. Let's get into the show, all right? This weekend, it's one of those Apex cards, you know. It's nothing special, right? Holly Holm, woo! Oh my God! Hey guys, hey, let's get everybody. Hey, you're not gonna. It's Holly Holm. You don't want to miss Holly Holm. Oh my God, she's like the greatest. You see how enthusiastic I am that Holly Holm is in the main event once again, and she's 41 years old. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's so entertaining. And that right there in the business is what we call sarcasm, all right? No, I'm not fucking excited this dumb old broad is fighting. I could give two fucks, honestly. Why the fuck is she even fighting anyways, you know? She's not going to get the belt. At least, I hope not. She's boring, man. She's boring as hell, and I hate. God. Just sound effects over and over for air punches. It's just, oh God. I sound like the biggest hater right now. She seems like a nice old woman. She's not young. She's old. She sounds like a nice old lady, mature woman, whatever you want to call her. But I hate that they're just forcing her down our throats with these main events after main events after main events. She's not exciting. She's never been in like a war, like, oh my God, a barn burner. They replay the same fucking Ronda Rousey KO every single time. And then the other KO that she got was from oh my God. What's her name? I can't remember her name. That's how trash the other win. Oh my God. She fought Ronda Rousey. Betch Correia, right? Was that it? Was it Betch Correia? Yeah. Even when she knocked out Betch Correia, they called it the Ronda Rousey head kick. They've been fucking milking this thing for fucking way too fucking long. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, all right? Yes, I'm going crazy. Maybe a little bit more than I should, but I'm tired of it. God, when will she just retire and just go away? I'm tired of it. You're hogging up the spotlight for actual talent. Anyways. Alright, gotta take a deep breath, right? So, let's start with I didn't put down the entire card. Like I said, it's one of those Apex cards. I'm obviously going to watch the whole thing because I'm a fucking a fanatic. I'm a dope fiend. This is my fix, all right? At least it's a healthy type of addiction and not snorting crack and licking bum, all right? Licking bums, or I don't know. I was trying to go somewhere with that. I don't know. Anyways, so Evan Elder versus Guinado Valdez. The reason why I put this one on the list is because Evan Elder actually fought Nazim Sadikov, who was fighting a little bit later down the card. But, you know, he put up a very great effort against Nazim. And I figured, you know, he should be mentioned on the Yabachaba'S list against Guinado Valdez. Don't really know much about Guinado Valdez. He's coming off a couple of losses. Evan Elder's coming off a loss. But I think it should be a pretty decent scrap. It is one of the beginning fights of the card. So I'm excited to see, you know, how Evan Elder does. Because I think he really had he gave a good test of himself when he fought, Nazim. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes for him. You know, how he does with, you know, another fight in the UFC. He's got another training camp under the belt. So we'll see how that goes. Then we got, on prediction, I guess, Evan Elder. I mean, I don't know who the other guy really is. But, like I said, I don't know who these people are. I watch it. They impress me. I go, all right, I'll remember. Then we got Jack Della Maddalena. For some reason is on the prelims, which I don't understand why. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm telling you, I researched the fight night, all the fighters, and I write down who's da-da-da, right? I don't understand why. Should I hold it? I don't understand why Jack Della Maddalena, JDM, one of your most biggest and upcoming prospects, coming from down under, you have him on the prelim? I know he's supposed to fight Sean Brady. That was a big letdown. I get it. But he's fighting this guy, Hafez, who obviously, you know, nobody really knows him. His last fight was a KO in the regional, which I understand. It's not a big deal. But you're trying to promote Jack Della Maddalena. He's your new golden goose, supposedly. I think this guy's the real fucking deal. And I would have, like I said, I would have loved to see him fight Sean Brady, because that would have been a huge test for him in terms of the grappling department, for sure. We already know his boxing is off the charts. Probably one of, if not the crispiest boxers at welterweight, right? Like, this dude is for real. And I remember, like I said, the Contender Series. I love the Contender Series because that's where I saw him. I could tell this guy he's special, right? It's the way he carries himself, the way he talks. Kind of talks like a fucking psychopath, kind of. But that's kind of what you want, right? So I don't get why he's not getting the love. Like, put him on the fucking main card. Why wouldn't you put him, like, in the co-main? Even though the co-main, I think, is pretty good. It's a good matchup for the co-main on this. But, like, really? You're not going to have this guy in the main card? Shame on you. Shame on you, Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, or even fucking Baldy, Mr. Baldy, Dana White, all right? I love Dana, Mr. Baldy. He's so tight. There's this live stream with Dana in it, right? And, or actually, no, somebody clipped it from a live stream, I think, and he's playing blackjack because he's a degenerate, but he's dope. And he got 2 fours, okay? I don't know if you guys know how blackjack works. You know, you get cards, get closest to 21, or you beat the dealer, you win, right? So he gets 2 fours, okay? And the dealer has an ace. And usually when the dealer has an ace, you're fucked. Most of the time, at least when I play, every time they get an ace, it's 21. Every time. Not even a question about it. But for some reason, this guy, his balls are so big, he doesn't have to sit like on the casino chairs. He had his own like seat with his balls. So he sat on his balls the entire time. That's how big they were. He fucking had 2 fours, split them, right? And then hit every one, and each one got 21. Can you believe that? And the other dealer, of course, busted, and he won. Who does that? Who splits 2 fours and gets 21 in each hand? It's unbelievable. That's my little rant on Dana. But yeah, don't you dare put fucking Jack Della Maddalena on the fucking prelims. How dare you? Okay, he deserves He deserves better. He deserves better, mate. For fuck's sake. You know, I used to do an Australian accent. Now I can't do it. I don't know. It all blends to like country. When I try to do like an English accent, it goes country. And then we got, as mentioned previously, Nazim Sadikov versus Terrence and Phillip. Terrence McKinney. I got to tell you, I've never in my life met a Terrence, and that is beyond funny that his name is Terrence. Even though he's a badass, he'd fucking rip my head off. It's just so funny his name is Terrence. That's his first name is Terrence. So this is actually a very solid matchup. When I look at these two guys, obviously Terrence McKinney had a lot of hype, and his 2 losses in the UFC were by KO. You got Drew Dober kind of coming back from the dead because Terrence just blew his load in the first round. Couldn't get Drew Dober out of there. Then Drew Dober clips him good, puts him out, right? He kind of just shelled up and bye-bye. And then his last fight was the Ismail Bonfim, which we saw him lose recently, which was crazy, right? This whole fucking game's crazy. He got knocked out viciously, like out, cold, flying knee, goodbye, right? So, really, we're gonna really see what he's made of, right? We're gonna see what Terrence McKinney is made of, right here. Sure, you can have all the skill, all the athleticism, to destroy everybody in the first round like he's been doing. He's been destroying everybody in the first round, right? But here's the thing. When you get knocked out that bad, right, and you come back, it's all about how you respond to that knockout, right? How you respond to that loss, right? Goddamn bumpy roads. Just don't want the audio to go bad. So it all depends on how he responds to those knockouts, how he responds to that knockout, right? Like Michael Bisping got absolutely flatlined by Dan Henderson H-bomb. It looked horrible. His toes were like this. It looked like it was, a lot of people said it was over for him, and then look at the career he had, right? It's all about your mental fortitude. And obviously, you can't take hits like those anymore either, right? So you got to make sure, hey, I don't want to have the off switch flipped off too many times, right? It's okay to get knocked out a couple, 2-3 times, but you want to make sure you got to, But other than that, I mean, really, his skills are phenomenal. Like, he's got great wrestling. He picked up striking really well. He's lightning fast. He's got crazy power. He's athletic. But like I said, he's just been finishing everybody in the first round. And to me, it seems like that's what he's trying to do. He's just, from the second the bell rings, it's just, boom, let's go, right? Just off to the races. I'd like to see him be more composed, calculated, right? Explode when needed. You don't need to explode for the whole 5 minutes of the first round. Explode when you see your openings and your chances, right? Or create those openings. And you know what I mean? Maybe even wrestle. Make it a little bit boring. Take your opponent down, grind them a little bit. Just try to stay in the octagon as much as you can. The more time you spend in there, the more comfortable you'll get, right? I'm talking like I'm a fucking 15-year veteran like Jem Miller or some shit, but it's just the truth. I hear so many fighters talk about it, and it really is true. That's just an end profession, right? So then on the other hand, you got Nazim Sadikov, and he had his last fight with Evan Elder, right, which I mentioned previously. Very good fight. It was back and forth. You had wrestling, you had boxing in there, kicks, all that. And this Nazim guy, is very well-rounded. Very well-rounded. He has pretty good boxing. And really, I think this is perfect matchmaking. You got two young and up-and-coming guys. Solid skill by both men, right? But it's different because Nazim is coming off of 5 finishes in a row. Evan Elder was a doctor stoppage, but still a finish. And then you got McKinney, who's coming off of a horrible KO loss. So that's right there. That's pretty good theater, right? So I'm excited to see how Terrence McKinney bounces back. Even if he loses this fight, if he looks good, then he should be proud of himself. But obviously, you want to get the win. And for Nazim, I want to see if he can continue. And Terrence is a very dangerous guy. Like, that's very scary to fight somebody that powerful, athletic, fast. That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So we'll see how that fight goes. And then we got Otman Azaitar versus Francisco Prado, which that's a very good fight. Azaitar got knocked out by Matt Frivola. I remember that. That was insane. But really, Otman he's known for knocking people out, swinging wildly, throwing big overhand rights. Besides that, nothing much really out of his fights. And then Francisco Prado, he fought Jamie Malarkey, his last fight. And I got to tell you, he put up a very good account for himself. Took Malarkey to a decision even though he lost. But you can tell that this Francisco guy has very clean boxing, very clean striking. Young, hungry lion, right? Fighting Azaitar, who was like 32 years old. And he got I remember he got weirdly kicked out of the UFC because he left the COVID hotel or something. I don't even know. But that whole thing was just a joke anyways. But, not really too much on this fight. I would say I would put my money on Francisco. Or did I even pick the Nazim fight? Honestly, for the Nazim and Terrence fight, if Nazim can weather that first round storm, I mean, it all depends, really. I just hope that Terrence comes out differently than he has before. But if he doesn't, and he can weather that storm, I got Naz by third round KO. Or Terrence by decision. So then, maybe I got to turn this bad boy on. Then we got, Azaitar Prado. Prado kind of talked about that. I got Francisco in that one. Then we got Norma Dumont versus Michael Chandler. No, I'm just kidding. Versus Chandler. I put this on here because, all right, you know the truth. Okay. My brother is a big fan of Norma Dumont. Okay? Sounds like she has a French last name, but look at this. I had to beep the guy because he doesn't know it's green. Fool! No, my brother's a big fan of Norma Dumont. Is it because she's an extremely crazy, powerful knockout artist and her skills resemble that of Bruce Lee? No. It's because she has a big ass, right? A nice, big, plump butt, right? But I'm not here to sexualize women. It's not what we do, all right? And that's not what the UFC does either, okay? When Ronda Rousey was in her title run, she obviously wore the most covered clothing that she possibly could, okay? Nothing was jiggling out, especially in any of her highlight reels when she, judo through, who, and did the punching thing, the rabbit punches. Nothing was jiggling, okay? Because she had properly worn attire, okay? So, the reason why I brought this fight up is because Norma Dumont is such an excellent knockout artist. I mean, she looks like she's Mike Tyson in there, honestly. It's just unbelievable. So definitely keep an eye on that. And it's not because she has a rather large rump, okay? That is immature and inappropriate. We don't stand for that in the Yabachaba'S show. Do you understand? We don't stand for that nonsense, that garbage. Anyways, then we got Albert. What's up with these goofy ass names for these tough guys? Albert. Fucking Albert. Albert, even though he'd kill me. Albert Duraev versus Jun Young Park for the co-main. I gotta say, this is actually very solid matchmaking, right? Because you got Jun Young Park. He's on a 3-fight win streak, right? He is very well-rounded. And I remember when he lost to RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez, that was such a fucking banger of a fight. That was insane. This guy's in my space right here, fucking fool. The fuck out of here. The fuck you doing, eh? You wanna fucking mess with a tough guy, eh? I don't know why I like to do the Italian accent, but... No, so Jung Young Park, right? He's just an animal. And I'm a very big fan because he's very well-rounded. He's got great striking. He's got great wrestling. His jiu-jitsu is whatever. It's there. He knows he's competent, at least. And he's got a great gas tank, too, you know? I mean, like I said, that Gregory Rodriguez loss when he got KO'd, I felt so bad because he was winning that fight. He was winning that fight, man. And I feel like he kind of just blew his load a little bit, kind of got a little bit lazy on the defense, got caught. But other than that, he got 3 wins in a row. A couple of them by stoppage. And then Albert Duraev, his last win was a split decision against Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which, you know, I like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty and Jukwani. His voice makes me very jealous. Sounds like a real man, unlike mine. Very nasally. You know, and besides that, he lost to Joaquin Buckley. And then the fight prior to that, it was a boring decision over Kopylov, which Kopylov, by the way, is kind of getting his groove. And I actually won money on Kopylov when he fought... Oh, who did he fight? Oh, my God. Roman Kopylov. He fought like an Italian guy. There's only like a handful of Italians in the UFC, but he's an Italian guy. He was like 185. Oh, God, it's going to kill me. I don't remember the guy's name. But it was an Italian 185er, right? Yeah, he head kicked Joaquin, the 185er, the Italian one. If you guys know who it is, please drop it in the comments. Refresh my old brain. But yeah, so besides that, you know, Duraev, you know, he came out of the Contender Series. He's like trying to act like he's the next Hamzat. He like smash and this, that, going on that fucking type of wavelength, which is kind of redundant at this point. I'm tired of it. Just because you're from Russia and you got the fucking Amish chin strap, you're not Khabib, you're not Islam, you're not these guys, smash, whatever. It's over. It's played out. It's done. Had its 15 minutes of glory. Or more than 15 minutes. You know, it was a good period where it was like cool. It was like, whoa, he's going to smash you. Holy shit, right? Come up with something else now. You know, it's over. Stop with the smash. The smash is done, okay? So when I take a look at this fight, really Duraev really has the... he really has the wrestling advantage, I would say. Even though... It's not really nothing. His wrestling is nothing like that'll wow you. It's not like, wow, look at his trips, look at his timing, look at the way he set that up. It's nothing like that. He's just pretty good at grabbing onto a leg, holding onto you, trying to dragging you down ugly, right? Nothing special. I wouldn't be surprised if Jung Young Park gets up multiple times. Duraev gets a little bit gassed because he did get gassed against Joaquin Buckley. He was gassed against Chitty and Jukwani for a little bit. So I think Jung Young Park's going to take it, and I think he's going to take it by... He's take it by like third round TKO. I'd say. I like to say that because I think Jung Young Park is he's very elite gas tank, and he's very well rounded. He knows how to throw his jabs, his kicks. He can grapple really well too. So that's why I'm not worried about Duraev. So got Jung Young Park third round TKO. Now for the main event of the evening. Tired of her. I really am. I'm tired of her, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of the UFC milking the Holly Holm fucking dream that they're having. I don't know, like what? Like, yes, she had her fucking 15 minutes of fame when she knocked out Ronda. It was the first ever time Ronda lost by dramatic fashion, head kick KO. Ronda was being a bitch to her, and then it was karma. She went on Ellen. She went all the... I get it. That was like 8 fucking years ago. It's over now. It's a new fucking president. Like 2 new presidents by that time or some shit. Okay? So, and her last win was against Yana, formerly Yana Kunitskaya, but now it's Yana Santos. And then before that, she lost a split decision to Ketlen Vieira, which Ketlen Vieira, by the way, I had high hopes for her. I thought she was a real deal, but then, you know, she just, I don't know. She just, the whole bantamweight, women's bantamweight division is just, God, they need to hit the reset button or something, because there's a lot of slop. There's not enough finesse. Even though, I will say, even though I'm sick and tired of watching her, Holly Holm is a very well-conditioned athlete. I will give her that. She has very, strategic striking. She's not going to just throw something out there just to throw it out there, right? And she will play that point game with you. She really will. She knows how to play that point game very well, because that camp are experts at the point game. Okay, look at John Jones. That camp that they come from, expert at points and winning rounds. Which, hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win, right? But I just don't find her entertaining. I don't see why they put her in the main event. Yes, I'm rambling. So, yeah, I mean, Holly Holm is pretty much well-rounded, I guess, right? But she's 41, So that's kind of whatever. Mayra Bueno Silva, on the other hand, 3 wins in a row. Got a couple of submissions, right? Or a couple of finishes, I should say. She looked like she has very decent jiu-jitsu. Her striking seems to be a bit developing, but what I do like from her is that she's very aggressive. Like I saw her last win. She was very aggressive, throwing the body kick really heavy, throwing some shots real heavy, and getting in the girl's face. Getting takedowns which were kind of like sloppy takedowns. I don't think Mayra Bueno Silva's takedowns on Holly Holm are gonna work for her, because Holly Holm is just not sloppy like that. Even though I'm tired of watching her. I'm tired of her hogging up the main event spot all the goddamn time in UFC. Not full yet. No. Need more milk. Come on, more. But boss, the cow is dead. I don't care. I need more milk. Not enough. But boss, the cow is not breathing anymore. There's no milk coming out of it. What are you doing? The cow's 41 years old. The time and her time in the spotlight is done for. It's done. There's no more. I don't care anymore. You're fired. Anyways. So the way I see it, if I had to put my money on it, I'd probably put Holly Holm by decision, like she always fucking wins. But if you want to get sexy, right? You want to get sexy, a little spicy? You do that Mayra Bueno Silva by sub. All right? You never know. You never know. Maybe, just maybe, the head and arm throw that all these girls love to fucking do might work on Holly Holm. And maybe, just maybe, Mayra Bueno Silva gets her back. And maybe, just maybe, she night-night, just like Miesha Tate did. So, you never know. So, anyways, that's my in-depth analysis of this entire stacked... No, I'm just kidding. I can't even talk shit. That last pay-per-view was so fire. Like, they can, it's not even a stinker. It's like, hey, it's out there. You want to watch it? Don't. You don't want to watch it? Fuck you. And there's some, new upper-coming talents that are on here, right? I just crumbled up the paper. So, that's really more for them, right? It's more for like the Nazim Sadikovs, the McKinneys, the Evan Elders, the, Jun Young Park, the lesser name guys that get a chance, so. Anywho, that's all I got. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Yabachaba Army, out and about. Peace.